guys, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing Rory's 2-month update. It's a little bit late and I'm sorry about that, but we've had quite an eventful week. Rory actually was admitted to hospital on Thursday. We went up in an ambulance. He woke up with a bit of a fever, so he had quite a high temperature and he was struggling to breathe because of his temperature. So luckily we got up there really fast and all the emergency staff were fantastic with him. But we ended up staying on the children's ward for about 4 days. He had an infection, which was what was causing the high temperature. So he was on a drip of antibiotics for 4 days, and he was also on some antiviral medication while he was up there too. But after about 24 hours of being on his antibiotics, he started to really perk up and we were able to come home on Sunday evening. Having a little poorly baby is really scary. It's obviously the first time I've ever experienced it. But once you're up there, the nurses and all the hospital staff truly are heroes. They really look after you, and they were fantastic with both me and Rory throughout the whole of our stay. We even got some Easter eggs while we were up there. So to start this, Rory had his 2-month check with the health visitor recently. So he now weighs 9 pounds and 15 ounces. If you don't remember, he was 7 pound 2 when he was born. So he's gained a good amount of weight. He's sitting around the 9th centile. He's just under the 9th centile for his weight, and he's also around the 9th centile for his length. So he was measuring about 55 centimeters. So that's really good because they expect them to be sort of on the same centile for that. However, his head is slightly bigger than both of them, so his head sits on about the 50th centile, which is about 3 centiles higher than both his length and his weight. But no one's overly concerned about that. He's just got a big head, bless him. The health visitors are really happy with how he's doing. He's hit all of his expected development leaps and all the points that they expect them to make by this age. So he's doing really, really well. Okay, now for some of the things that Rory has done or grown or learnt this month. So the first thing that we've noticed in the last month is Rory's eyebrows. Rory has some of the most defined eyebrows I've ever seen on a baby. They are pretty impressive for his teeny tiny little face, and they're actually so neat. I'm quite jealous, to be honest. They're so neat and they're quite dark and they're a really nice shape. But obviously most babies don't really have them the same way he does. I particularly like them because they really exaggerate his facial expressions. So if he's surprised, his little eyebrows will go up, and if he's grumpy, he gets a proper little frown on like this. And they just really make his face super unique. So something Rory's really improved on in this past month is his head control. He regularly has tummy time. He has tummy time every day if we can. And at 1 month he was very much a bobblehead, so his head was bobbling around and his control wasn't great. But now he can actually hold his head up for a really long time by himself. He just tucks his little arms under him and he'll sit up and look at you loads while he's going. And it's really impressive actually. He's doing really, really well, especially seeing as he's got such a big head. He also does still have a head preference. So that means basically they prefer to put their head to one side rather than the other. And for Rory, that's always been his left side. He's preferred his left side over his right to sleep with his head down, because he doesn't sleep with his head straight up. He never has. He's always slept with his head to the side. So he's not got any bald patches just yet, but if he does, he'll probably get them over here rather than on the back. So he does still have a bit of a preference, but it's significantly less than it used to be. He's actually now getting to the point where he doesn't really have a preference at all. He started looking to both sides quite evenly, which is really, really good. That's what they expect. Both me and Robin have been working on that, so he sleeps the other way around in the bed to make sure he's facing his right side rather than his left side, which is what she preferred, and also to hold him on the side that makes him look to the right rather than to the left. But it's improved so much since his 1-month update, and yeah, he's doing really, really well with that. So with sleep, Rory's doing really, really well. I will be honest, he's not a big fan of sleeping in the day. He doesn't normally nap for more than maybe half an hour at a time, especially in the mornings. He loves to be awake in the mornings, which is the opposite to most babies. They like to sleep more in the mornings, have longer naps, and then be awake more in the afternoon. That's not Rory. He likes to be awake in the mornings and then sleep a bit more in the afternoon. But he's going to bed before us. He's in a bit of a routine now. So since about 7 weeks old, he goes to bed at around 8:30. He'll have a bath, feed, a book, and then bed, which is really good. And then he'll soothe himself to sleep. We won't put him to bed asleep, we'll put him to bed awake, and he soothes himself to sleep. We may have to pop up once or twice to pop a dummy back in his mouth, but he soothes himself to sleep, which is really, really good at this age. It's quite rare. He then has a feed, usually still asleep, so he has a dream feed at around 11 at night when we're up in bed, and then I'll pop him back in his bed, and he'll usually only wake up once then between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning for a feed, and then he'll sleep straight through then until 6 AM when Robin gets up with him to feed him his bottle, which is really good. And it's made our lives a lot easier because obviously we're getting a bit more sleep, which is nice, so we're really happy with that. Another thing that Rory has started to do this month that he's obviously learned is chatting. He's obviously not talking, like there's no words coming out, but he's definitely trying to talk to you. He's definitely interacting a lot more, so he'll move his mouth when you speak to him and it looks like he's trying to chat to you. He'll stick his tongue out a little bit and make shapes with his mouth. And he also does make noises, so you do get some noises with him. He actually did this with my cousin the other day and it's really, really cute, so enjoy the video that's playing. In this video you can also see that Rory does like to sit up and have a nose around. So everyone he meets says he's very observant, he's very alert. He likes to look around and see what's going on. He'll follow voices, so if he hears someone talking he'll turn to look at them. So for example, when we're in the hospital, I'd be on one side of the cot talking to him, and then as soon as the nurse comes in, he'd flip his head to the other side, be staring at the nurse, seeing what they're doing, examining them. Yeah, but he just likes to be, if anyone's around, he likes to be awake. He likes to know what's going on and to see what's around him. But he's also started hitting his mobiles and things now, so he'll look at his mobiles and he'll smile away at them, and he'll try and hit them with his hands, and he's starting to get pretty good at it now. He actually does hit them most of the time. It's just making sure they're low enough down that he can reach them. But yeah, he can also actually hold on to things now. You have to put it in his hand. He's not very good. Obviously he can't reach and grab yet, but he can hold on really well. His grip's really good. He started holding on to my hair a lot, which is not that fun, so I've got to remember to put it up most of the time now. He also has started holding on to my tops and things, so he'll hold on to my jumpers or anything really you can hold on to. My favourite is actually he likes to hold on to Robin's chest hair, which I find quite amusing. I don't think Robin finds it very funny, but that is his new favourite thing to do. And then the last and most exciting thing that's happened this month is Rory's learnt to smile. His little face is smiling all of the time now. He's so happy, and it's honestly the cutest thing I've ever seen. There's nothing better than seeing your little baby smile for the first time. I was really lucky. So he smiled the first time around 4 weeks, but I managed to capture it wasn't his first one, it was his second smile ever on camera, so that was really lucky. But since then he was a bit stubborn for the first week. After that he wouldn't give them out too much, but recently, so in the last sort of 2 weeks, he's really started to light up his face all the time. If you're just chatting away to him, he'll smile away at you, and it's amazing. Everyone loves it. Everyone's wanted a little Rory smile, and now everyone's getting it, and it's super cute. It's so cute. So that's been Rory's 2-month update. Hopefully we'll have some giggles before he's 3 months old, so we can show you some of those, and a bit more hand control. That would be nice. Hopefully he'll be grabbing hold of things, maybe even his rugby ball. So if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your favourite part is. I think it's Rory's smile, but you'll have to tell me. And yeah, our next few videos are really exciting. We're looking forward to them coming out. We've been exploring all around the place and I'm sure you'll love them. Yeah, so we'll catch you in the next one.